Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying some of the McCormick brand. These are called finishing sugars. We have the white frosting, the hot cocoa, and the gingerbread spice. These were $3.47 each. And I'm going to open this up, open each one of them up, and I'm going to pour some out. This is how the white frosting looks. Okay, then we have the hot cocoa, and we'll talk more about these once we get over to the table, but I want to show you what they look like up close because this is something that you really won't be able to see at all once we're sitting down. And I always have pictures at the end of the videos, but some people don't tune in for the pictures. Shame on you, why aren't you tuning in for the end of the pictures? Okay, so this is gingerbread spice. And it looks like it's a little coarser. I don't think it is. I think it's just showing up more. But you can really smell that ginger. So if you didn't want to open them the way that I opened them, you absolutely could open just this part. And it has a shaker on top. And it's a
big holes.
It's big holes, yes. But normally you're going to be putting using this for cupcakes, a cake,
you gotta take a little spoon and shake it, or your fingers, or whatever. Yeah,
something like that. You're not going to be trying them the way we are trying them. We are trying them this way to see if they really taste good. Mm-hmm. Usually with stuff like this, you just buy it, and well, normally it's just, for me at least, I don't think I've ever bought flavored finishing sugar.
No, it's always been a texture thing, not a flavor.
Yeah, in my whole life. So like I was this old before I've ever had flavored.
I don't know if they've ever had flavored finishing sugar before.
So this is the first for us. So we want to just try it by itself to see how it tastes. But you're intended to put this on all kinds of other things.
Yeah, you usually see them on like cookies and cupcakes when they're trying to add like a frosted effect to them, like it's a little frosty, like icy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's where you usually see them. It's like that little sugary top.
Well, this says, it may look like snow, but this irresistible blend of rich, warm flavor is perfect for sprinkling on hot cocoa, cookies, and French toast. I would have never thought about putting it on hot cocoa because I would have thought it would have dropped to the bottom like sugar.
It's going to drop to the bottom, and honestly, well, unless you put whipped cream or Cool Whip on top of it,
then you
can sprinkle on top.
But we don't. When we make hot cocoa, we don't put whipped cream on it. It's good.
And you would think the flavor would be lost in chocolate. Mm-hmm. We'll see.
But now French toast. Okay, so this says. There's about 14 servings in here. 2 teaspoons, 8 grams is 30 calories. These are distributed by McCormick in Maryland. All right. So this is the white frosting. And we're just taking a spoon. Just a spoonful of sugar.
Helps the medicine go down.
Just a spoonful of sugar.
Well, we'll know if it tastes like it either. Sounds like sugar.
I wish I hadn't have done that. Ooh.
Huh. I'll say something weird. It almost tastes like it should be in a barbecue sauce.
When we were opening them,
the aftertaste's not bad.
And I first smelled it, I thought, oh, that smells nice and sweet. And then I smelled it again, and I could smell what it tastes like.
Mm-hmm. Like a very artificial.
Yes. It tastes very artificial.
It's almost like chemical alcohol kind of flavor.
Mm-hmm. We've had this flavor before.
Yeah, I wonder if you sprinkled it on. We've had it in coffee. That flavor is in flavored coffee. Okay. That's what I'm picking.
Okay.
Because I don't drink flavored coffee, and that reminds me of
No. I'm trying to think, where have I had this flavor? You're right. It's coffee.
Yeah, it's very artificial. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe if you added it to a cupcake that's already got frosting, it's going to cover up some of that flavor. But I don't know if I'd want to ruin my cupcakes with that.
I think this one in particular, you would ruin your cupcake.
To us, it seems like you would.
Yeah, you would ruin your cookie. You would ruin your cupcake with this. I do not care for this at all. At all.
I wonder if you get just a little bit.
I don't even want that flavor again.
No, even just a little teeny tiny bit.
No, and it doesn't taste like white frosting. You would think, okay, vanilla.
Yeah,
but
it said warm vanilla.
It does have vanilla, but it's so artificial.
That's the problem.
That's the issue with it, is it's just not well done vanilla.
Well, I'm telling you what, these flew off the shelf, so a lot of people are going to be disappointed.
Well, they won't be trying them the way we are.
Yeah.
So who knows if they'll notice or not.
They'll probably think just Aunt Josie can't cook.
Yeah, you're gonna think there's something wrong with your cupcakes, and it's not. There's something wrong with the finishing sugar. Okay, this is hot cocoa, and it says cozy up with this rich blend of smooth, creamy chocolate flavor, perfect for sprinkling on cookies, fudge, and even hot cocoa. This is 30 calories for 2 teaspoons.
Fudge. I can't imagine sprinkling. I mean, fudge is pure sugar. Boy, you took a good bite.
Yeah.
Fudge is already sugary chocolate. I can't imagine adding more sugar to it.
I like how easy these open. That's nice.
That
So
was
like
better.
if you have arthritis or something,
Yeah.
real easy to open.
That one's better, but it's very cocoa. It's just cocoa is what it seems like.
Well, you said coffee with the first one, and it doesn't taste like coffee. It tastes like the flavoring
flavor
in the coffee. That reminds me of the chocolate flavoring that they use for coffee, except it doesn't taste quite so Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, it just tastes like cocoa to me. Like,
I don't like it either.
I could have mixed sugar and a little bit of cocoa mix, like a Hershey's cocoa. I could have just mixed those together and it'd been just the same.
I don't like it. And I think the longer it sits in my mouth, the more I hate it.
Yeah, I think the cocoa is worse than the vanilla.
I think the vanilla's worse, but I don't
Not
like
much.
the cocoa at all. Now, this is going to be scary. Gingerbread spice. It smells really strong.
Yeah, I'm not eating much of it.
The classic holiday flavor of warm gingerbread spice balanced by sweetness. Sprinkle on lattes, cookies, cinnamon rolls, and muffins.
This is 1,000%. Oh, wait till you try this.
Oh no. Should I just do it? I'll do it.
Oh, don't do a big spoonful.
I'm going to do a little.
That was about 3 times what I got. It's very strong.
Oh gosh.
That's what I said. Don't eat much. It's very hot. Very earthy spot. They've literally taken sugar, and with these two at least, and they've just mixed them with spices. I mean, that's all they've done. That is so strong in it.
Yeah, you're going to run your stuff.
Well, I think if you put
My tongue is burning. The
It's
tip
the
of my
ginger.
tongue is literally on fire.
yeah, the ginger and the cinnamon are really hot. That's why I was saying get a small spoonful.
Fire. Yes. And
I
not in a
think
good way.
If you were to use these on whatever, very, 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 very lightly, like very lightly, it might be okay, but
That's not how kids do it.
But that's not how adults are going to.
That's
If you
not
get a
how adults do
cupcake,
it. Adults and kids alike are going to take that and go.
yeah, you're going to coat.
Yeah.
You're going to coat the whole top of your frosting, and then you're going to take a bite of that and go, "Wow, that's way too much."
Yeah, something is wrong. Yes.
What's sad is you're probably going to already have decorated them all by the time you try one, and then you're going to try one and go, "Ooh, I shouldn't have done that." Yeah.
Well, let me tell you. I
don't think these will come back next year.
Okay, so
Well, they might, but
I think they will because
it'll take them a couple years to realize.
they flew off the shelves this year.
Yeah, you can't find them
I think this was a complete failure for McCormick
in the long run.
because you couldn't find them. There were supposed to be 6 flavors. The other 3 flavors were English toffee, salted caramel, and candy cane. Now, candy cane, I can't imagine how you could go wrong with candy cane. And those 3 flavors sound like they would be really good. For me, this was a complete failure for McCormick because they knew people were going to like these. They knew people were excited. They got the word out months ago that these were going to come out, and yet they couldn't keep them on the shelf. We had a huge display at Walmart that's taken up lots of space. It's as big as this table, taking up space in Walmart. And the thing has been empty because the stuff flew off of it.
Or occasionally they'll throw cinnamon or something.
They'll put cinnamon, they'll fill up the slots with something else that McCormick has had out for years. But they came out with these finishing sugars and they never came back. They never had any other ones. We even went in like Meijer, and Meijer had these 3. We never got the other ones in our area. Never saw them.
Never saw them in any of the stores. We got a lot of stores.
That's why I've hung on to these for so long, because I've had these for probably a month in my cabinet. And I hung on to them. I kept hanging on and hanging on and hanging on, thinking, are we ever going to see the last 3 flavors? I don't think we're going to. Because they just never came here. So for me, it's a failure, not for the flavor, which now we know it's a failure on the flavor as well. But I already considered this just a failure that they couldn't keep up with the demand.
Production thing.
Yeah, you can't keep this whole display you have filled up because the stuff was gone within days. This was gone, and it's never come back, and it's just sits there empty inside. So,
well, what I would recommend is don't get the flavored ones. If you're going to decorate your cupcakes or whatever with the sanding sugar, just get regular sugar.
Yes, for goodness sakes, get the regular.
That's just sweet.
Yeah, I would never recommend anybody get these.
You're
going to ruin your stuff.
If you do, try out some on a fake piece first. Try it out first, because you really need to gauge how much you need to put on there.
Yes, if you have this up in your cabinet and you haven't used it yet, open it up and get your little spoon.
Yeah, sprinkle some in your hand and look at it.
Especially that gingerbread.
My tongue is still tingling.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you're going to ruin your stuff. That's all we can say. And we can only warn you against it.
I don't like them. I would never buy them again. But if you've already bought them or you're interested in them, just test it.
Sell them on eBay.
Test it first.
They're selling these. Aren't they selling these for like some astronomical price or something on Amazon? Because people couldn't get them.
Yeah, they still can't get them.
Yeah, they sold off the shelf so quick that they were selling them like on Amazon for like $70-something for all 6 of them or something.
Yeah, if you want to get some money, then you can for sure do that.
Then you could.
But if you do want to use them, test a piece. That's my best advice, because you don't want to ruin a whole batch of cupcakes or cookies or whatever.
Okay, so which is the worst to you?
Probably that gingerbread one.
It's the worst for me too.
It is so strong.
I don't like any of them.
I would buy any. The one I could stomach the most is probably the white frosting, only because it's just artificial.
I'm gonna say the chocolate, hot chocolate.
Too bitter cocoa.
I don't like any of them. Oh, I can't stand any of them. I think they're horrible. Yeah, they're just really bad, and just like you said, nobody tries this stuff before you put it on your dessert. You're gonna have some really disappointed kids if you put a bunch of this crap on their food. I would be disappointed. I wouldn't want to eat it. I'd be like, oh, not gonna finish that, which is totally unlike me. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found this helpful. If you try a spoonful of any of these, you will have to let us know.
Or if you baked with it, let us know how it went.
Oh, yeah. Because I think you'd ruin anything you use.
Yeah, you can let us know. Maybe it didn't. Maybe we're wrong.
I don't think so. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.